Panelists on MSNBC's Morning Joe bashed Senator Tom Cotton for holding up law enforcement nominations as part of a petty grudge against a Democratic senator. Take a look at the MSNBC discussion.
This relates to a thing that happened the other day, which I think is one of the craziest things I've ever seen. Tom Cotton held up qualified U.S. attorneys nominations for 8 months on the explicit argument that he was mad at Dick Durbin for interrupting him in a hearing and not apologizing for it. For 8 months. He said this out loud. This is not in controversy. This is
another one of these Harvard guys.
Tom Cotton said for 8 months.
What's with these Harvard boys? What do they teach them up there?
He said this out loud in public. He said, I am not going to let these U.S. attorneys nominees go forward until the gentleman from Illinois apologizes to me for interrupting me in a hearing 8 months ago. And finally, after 8 months, Dick Durbin said, okay. I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry, Mr. Snowflake. I hurt your feelings. And Tom Cotton graciously, after 8 months of being petulant, decided, okay, we can let the U.S. attorney's nominations go forward. I think sometimes, Willie, there's a point. They're just, what Ted Cruz, as I've said before, is not a United States senator. His only job.
Yeah, okay, so there's an ostensible point, right? They've said they want to get Tony Blinken and Jake Sullivan fired.
Okay, but hold on a second. Let's separate. Hold on, we need to stop. Let's separate two things. One, we have Ted Cruz, who is concerned about something that a hell of a lot of Americans and a hell of a lot of allies are concerned about.
Sure.
And it's the pipeline. Yeah. That's one thing.
Sure.
And then you have Mr. Masculinity, the guy with the tiny bone structure and the little neck that's worried about the war on masculinity. He's the one that wants to fire. He's saying he's going to hold people up until they fire members.
And Sullivan,
which is just insanity. That's reckless.
It's not going to happen.
It's not going to happen.
They're all just trying to own the libs. That's all they're all trying to do. This is all performative politics. None of this is.
Twitter.
They may have various arguments about Blinken or Sullivan or a policy, but these things, these obstructionist tactics, are all just about how do I get more follows on Twitter? How do I get more of the credit from the right-wing noise machine for having owned the libs on some given thing? This isn't serious policy making. This is or even serious argumentation. This is just winning the day on right-wing social media.
But Jonathan,
according to the Business Insider, Cotton said, quote, courtesy and collegiality and respect need to be a two-way street in the Senate, reiterating that he had the right to object to nominees. If there are not consequences when rules and traditions are breached in this institution, we will soon not have rules and traditions, Cotton said. Quote, I also said that if the senator from Illinois would simply express regret for what happened that day and pledge that it wouldn't happen again, I would be happy to let all these nominees move forward, he said. Durbin eventually apologized for interrupting Cotton during the March hearing for Vanita Gupta, who was nominated by the Biden administration and later confirmed as an associate attorney general at the Department of Justice. Durbin said Republicans forced his hand in their attempt to block a vote on Gupta's nomination by invoking an obscure Senate rule to prevent the committee from meeting after midnight, The Hill reported. After Durbin's apology, the committee unanimously confirmed 5 nominees for U.S. attorneys in Illinois, Hawaii, Rhode Island, Vermont, and New Jersey, according to the Senate Judiciary Committee. Thank you for watching. Please be sure to visit us at rawstory.com. And if you'd like to see more of the Raw Report, please like and subscribe and join others who like their news raw too.